Ladies and gentlemen, today we have an absolute special video for you guys of a Black Ops 4 world record that has been trying to be under 25 minutes for quite some time. And I gotta give a big shout out here to Kira for being one of the first people ever to do this. Now, I have believed that I have seen a couple of his runs before, but this, as far as I'm concerned, was the very first sub 25 minute record for the Dead of the Night Easter egg, which is a very complicated Easter egg to get to the world record spot of under 25 minutes. There's a lot of RNG, in my opinion, in terms of this Easter egg. It's funny because when this map first came out, I actually used to speedrun this Easter egg. And I remember, like, when it first came out, getting around like an hour was a really good time. And now they brought it down all the way to 25 minutes. So let's just explain what's going on. He's using the specialist weapon Chakrams to run around. He's grabbing all the parts he needs for the silver bullets, for the pack-a-punch. He's done an incredible job already grabbing all of the silver parts to get that little piece, which will then allow him to create the silver bullets at the library. He is also popping in some raindrops as well to make sure that he gets enough zombies, as well as filling up each of these stones. You can see that he's typing in exactly where he needs to go, because each of those stones don't always bring you to the right spot. So he's got to escort a ghost from that painting. He also has to go to the Odin perk. So you can imagine, like, even just the pack-a-punch process alone on Dead of the Night can be quite difficult. He buys the Spitfire, which I arguably think is probably the best non-wonder weapon gun in Black Ops 4. I mean, I remember when the game used to come out and, like, used to first come out, and, like, the MOG 12 was the best shotgun in the game. So then he gets this grandfather clock that he has to do, and that is all three of these stones. But he is going to have to gaze through them again to start up the Easter egg steps. And I love how he's utilizing the Chakrams to just run super fast. I'm assuming he started off with the Talisman that instantly gives you the level 3 specialist weapon in Black Ops 4. Because the Chakrams in the Chaos BO4 Zombies maps is like the Katana in the Ether Zombies maps. It helps you run so unbelievably fast, and it's just so nice for all of these little Easter eggs here. So here he's actually got some vampires spawning in. He's also probably looking for the code symbols that he's going to need for the Alistair's Folly, which is the wonder weapon of this map, which arguably is one of the best wonder weapons in BO4, I would say, apart from, like, the Helion Salvo, right? The Helion Salvo, I still think, is better than the wonder weapon in this map. And the wonder weapon in this map is great. Like, that's just the worst part about it. So here he's just waiting, I think, just to take out some of the vampires here. And so now that that is done, he's finished his pack-a-punch process for that Odin perk. And he also made sure to grab the Bat Poo-Poo, which he's going to need also to get all of the silver bullets for his Spitfire, which he's going to need also for the wonder weapon upgrade. So a lot of the steps sort of intermingle here. I love how he's escorting the ghost while doing the grandfather clock step here. It's like all tying in perfectly. Like, he's got such a perfect route for the RNG specifically suited to his game. Like, it's so fascinating to watch that here. Also interesting as well that he's not actually going for the free perk drop on his raindrops. I found that quite interesting. Is he just going to leave it? He does need to take out as many zombies as physically possible here, so he gets the nuke. And he's only running stamina up here, which is crazy. I mean, stamina up in the modifier, that's like the most speedrunner thing you could ever see. So yeah, I mean, this is just incredible though. Already like 4 minutes in and he's got the pack punch. Like, for any other map, I would say that's not that great, right? Especially maps like Drak, where it's like you just click 2 things. But Dead of the Night, you gotta do a lot of stuff for this. And this ghost is now going to give him the last tuning fork to allow him to go into the forest to get to the pack punch, which is just incredible. He instantly gets the part as well there for the silver bullets in the laboratory. And then now he's just running over to grab Blaze Phase. Never would I have thought that this perk would be used in a speed running world record, bro. Like, when this perk first dropped, bro, it was a joke, man. Nobody was taking that perk seriously. He pops the refreshment there. Interesting. He's also looking for the yellow symbol for his wonder weapon here. And he's grabbing Victorious Tortoise. Yeah, so now he's starting to grab all the perks because once he has all 4, then the modifier for stamina up activates, which will allow him to run faster. And I'm assuming he's got his code already. Alistair's Folly ready to go. He's got to hit this bookcase as well with the shield to get the upgrade part for the wonder weapon. And now he's starting to gaze into each of his stones. This is absolutely incredible. You can already see on his splits, he's 20 seconds ahead. His RNG here has really nailed down how incredibly fast he's able to do this entire Easter egg. Like, it's really nice. And then from here, he's hitting that part with the mausoleum with the silver bullets. Oh my gosh, that is really something. Wow. He doesn't even go out to that mausoleum area. He starts over here. And then now he has to do a quick puzzle to basically destroy the statue in the middle of the map so that the light can continue all the way towards the laboratory. He's taking out the werewolf as well with the silver bullets to make sure that he gets the prima materia from the werewolf for the upgrade of the wonder weapon again. So there you go. He's got it. And yeah, the Spitfire just melts the werewolf, so you don't even need to pack punch that thing. The fire rate on it just makes it so unbelievably incredible. He's solving this puzzle in an interesting way. I usually click the left side nodes whenever I solve this puzzle, but he's doing it really fast. So he's also already looking for the Zodiac scratches. Wow, and the step hasn't even finished, but they've already spawned in. Wow, so he's boom, 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 boom. He's just going. He's figuring out exactly how many tallies he's needed. Okay, so he figured out his symbol is Omega. The number was 7. He gazes into that stone. He's now going to look for the 2 other spots. Man, this Easter egg is exciting. He's just going one after the other. Like, and just as well with the Chakrams. And now he's got the stamina up modifier. He's running fast. So he's checking to see which is what. So he's got an area here in the billiards room. And then I'm assuming his last area... It's crazy also he's using Blaze Face to like move around as well. Is he got it in the wine cellar, his last area? It doesn't matter though. He is going to have to come down here and get this stone. So he figures out... It's funny, you don't even need to know the Zodiac symbol. You just need to know what it looks like and what the number of it is. And once you know the number, then you have to hit it from least to greatest. So right now he says Omega is 7 and that his M is 15. So it's going to have to go Omega, whatever the next symbol is, and then the M. I'm assuming he already figures it out. So Omega's his first one. Okay, and then this symbol, and then M, and that's done. Like, that is one of the hardest steps. He just made it look so easy. Like, it's crazy how fast he made that just look like a piece of cake. And then the telescope has to rewind. He has to basically hit this wheel with the shield. And once he does that, he gets the shield electrocuted and he can already start the lockdown. That is insane. Sub 9 minutes getting up to this point in the Easter egg is madness. Like, that is madness. That was just absolutely beautiful. He just went one after the other. Usually, like, it takes time to, like, calculate. Bro was just on it. I can't even imagine how many times this man has speedrun Dead of the Night to get this 25-minute. This is absolutely insane. And so he's already starting up the lockdown step for one of the 3 boss fight room stones that you need to unlock the boss fight. And so here he basically just has to take out a bunch of the zombies. He's got the Chaos Theory already, which is the 2nd out of the 3 upgrades for the wonder weapon. He's using this to get the bile as well. This is just so incredibly optimized. Wow. Like, ever since I started speedrunning this map, like back in the day, a lot of people did not enjoy this map. So the speedrunning scene was very small. And to see it grow from this much all the way from 2018 is absolutely insane, man. I feel like I'm watching like an Origins World Record speedrun with like all the optimizations here. He's just done this so incredibly well. So yeah, he does have to take out all of the werewolves for this step to be finished. But then once this is finished, he's got to do the other 2 stones to unlock the boss fight room. And he does get a max ammo for this every time, which is so nice. He's charging his Blaze Face to go through the portal. Bro, this is nuts. He hasn't used an ABH yet, so I'm wondering if that is going to be coming up anytime soon. Again, ABH after BO3 is not that great because of the single-use activation. right? That's the main thing. You can see him popping a lot of refreshments here. He's actually utilizing Blaze Phase way more than ABH. I never thought I would have seen this in a speedrun. That is just insane. Like, this is what I love about speedrunning. It sometimes, especially with BO4, takes a lot of the bad perks like Blaze Phase or Death Perception and makes them into one of the most useful perks. Like, look at how this run is doing it, man. This is just something else. And so here he's now looking for one of his upgrade Wonder Weapon parts. He does get a little bit unlucky getting it on his second one. If he got it on his first one, oh my gosh, man. Yeah, that would have been a bit of a time save. Probably maybe like 5 to 10 seconds, though. Not too much, but still, it is something. And so now he's going to have to get all of the branches here. And he's also going to need to get his final upgrade part, and he's looking for the tombstones. It's crazy how many things he's doing all at once. He's grabbing all the branches. He's also now got to spawn in the Crimson Nosferatu, which he's going to need for the upgraded Wonder Weapon part. And he's going to need to do the Lantern step here for the other upgrade for the Wonder Weapon. And he's just boom, boom, boom. And yeah, Raindrops is a massive, massive help. Like, Raindrops for sure is one of the best elixirs in this game. Just like how it is in BO3, one of the best gobblegums. And so here he's now onto the Lantern step. He just absolutely destroyed that Nosferatu. He picks up the Prima Materia there. And then he's grabbing this one here. Jeez, this is just so fast. I can't believe for solo this Easter egg has been beaten less than 25 minutes. Like, that is just so insane. Like, Dead of the Night alone is a more complicated Easter egg than everything in Cold War and BO6. Like, it's just insane how many things he has to keep track of. And he's doing this absolutely effortlessly. And so here he's put the other Prima Materia in. He does have to wait now a second time to get the other Prima Materia. You have to put in 2 into the machine for this last upgrade. And he's already got his trap part. I didn't even see that he picked that up. The Fire Energy Gate core thing. You do need that for part of the Easter egg to get a blue flaming shield. So there you go. He's got the first one in and the second one's in. Let's pop the Raindrops here. Yeah, it's so interesting that he's not picking up the extra perks. Because, like, you would think that having extra perks would help him out. But he's not picking that up out of his Raindrops. I find that so fascinating. Because, like, it gives you a 5th perk, I believe, or even, like, up to a 6th perk. I don't even really know how exactly Raindrops works with that, like, extra perk mechanic. Maybe he's just not picking it up just because. Man, that Blaze Phase. Wow. Like, this is such an interesting run. You've never seen a run like this, man. And interesting that he's installing the trap in the wine cellar. That's quite interesting because it's kind of like central to each of the fireplaces that he has to hit. So now he's doing the 3rd stone for the boss fight room. He has to hit a bunch of fireplaces in a specific order with this Bloom Flame on the shield, which will then allow him to get jewels, which I know this just sounds crazy. Like, if you've never heard or played the Dead of the Night Easter egg, you're like, bro, what is this guy yapping about? But he needs each of these jewels to summon these knights, and he's going to bring them into the forest to then fill them up with souls. It's kind of like a little story where you're like trying to take out a werewolf with the 3 knights here. It's pretty cool. And he's just effortlessly getting all these fireplaces. And I just don't understand how people solve this, right? You have to do this in the exact order that he's doing it in right now. If you mess up even one of the orders, it doesn't work. And so here he's now going to be finishing the effigy step for this area. He has to become a ghost. And then find the ghost, get the fire activation on his Wonder Weapon here. He's getting a little unlucky. Getting it on his 3rd activation, though, that's not too bad. And then, yeah, you get a little cutscene where you go to a very unpleasant place. Let me tell you that. Don't want to go here, man. There's one man that can help you to not go here, bro. And then, yeah, he comes back, and then he has to find the ghost. I'm curious where the ghost spot's going to be. This is where the ABH comes in. No way! Right to the Danu room where she is, bro. Wow. Okay, I've never seen that. That was incredible. That was probably the best usage of ABH he could have done. Right to the ghost spot. That is impressive. And so he's actually running away from the ghost. What is he doing here? He's continuing his fireplace step here. And he's just got another trap part to start. Oh my gosh, this is impressive. Wow. Man, the optimization is just next level. Like, you could not recreate this in another run just because, like, that ghost can spawn in a different spot. Like, all of his parts can be in a different spot. Like, you don't understand how much RNG had to happen to make this run possible. And he's just doing it so effortlessly with the blaze face, with the movement, the chakrams. This is impressive. And he's already spawned in the knights as well. Unfortunately, once you spawn in the knights, the jewels have to follow you, but you cannot sprint. So that's why he's hugging the wall here to make sure that the jewel just comes through the map. And he's just doing this so effortlessly. Like, you can tell how many times this man has ran this Easter egg to do this. And then he spawns in the second one. And he's going to pop a refreshment here, I'm assuming, for the blaze phase. I've never seen something like this where he's actively using it for blaze phase all the time. But it's really helping him out here. Jeez, and he's actually escorting the ghost while escorting these two stones here. This is something else. Oh, and so he's going to finish up the stone lockdown here and then grab the last stone at the mausoleum and finish it off here. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is so impressive. So the ghost is now coming up. And yeah, so once the ghost goes towards the spot where the tombstone area is, she just becomes one of the boss fight stones. And then he has to do another lockdown. And yeah, he's popping the raindrops perfectly. It sucks, man. With the raindrops on BO4, you don't get a death machine, right? So it could be a lot better. It could be a lot more useful. But, I mean, he doesn't really need it. The wonder weapon of this map is so strong. And then here he's spawning in the last night. Wow. Yeah, he's taking out the bat. Like, dude, he knows where the bats spawn for this step, bro. That is just some next level knowledge that I'm seeing right here. Wow. Yeah, this is really impressive. Because honestly, like, for a lot of zombie YouTubers, even when this map came out, not many people wanted to even play this map, let alone speedrun this. And watching this speedrun is so incredible. So yeah, he's just completely destroying the spawns as well here. He's got the whirlwind ability. I'm just in awe. Like, I'm like, I have to just think about what I'm watching because this is just so impressive. And then here spawning another raindrops. Yeah, raindrops, refreshment, definitely some of the best elixirs in BO4. Like, you're seeing a lot of them being used in a lot of speedruns. And I mean, even ABH had its time to shine here. That was like legit one of the most perfect ABHs I've ever seen in a zombies run. And so here we go. He takes out the werewolves, gets that boss one. He doesn't even grab the max ammo, bro. He's going right for the jewel. That is just something else, bro. And so now he's escorting all of the jewels and he's getting his last step. So the order of the way that you continue the Easter egg steps is still the same from launch. You start off with the puzzle step with the Zodiacs. Then you do the fireplace one. Well, he kind of did that one in between the other one with the ghost, right? So it's just so fascinating how he's kind of like intermingled and mixed two of the steps into one. And he's made it just look so easy. And so yeah, he has to place each of these jewels in a specific spot in the forest. And once that is done, all he has to do is just fill them up with souls, take out a werewolf in between like the triangles that all three of the knights make. And then he's got the boss fight stone and he's ready to go. It's interesting how he like backtracks as well. Like he knows that the stone is going to go to where he ran to. That's so interesting. Yeah, so it's just such a deep knowledge in terms of how this map works. And then, yeah, amazing what he just did there. So if you don't know what he did, he whipped out his specialist weapon, which for a lot of people don't actually know this. That actually respawns the zombies. It doesn't take them out of the round. Like every round has a specific number of zombies that spawn in. And so what he's doing here is he's respawning them in by constantly whipping them out. But he's counting them towards the knight souls, right? So that's a great idea because he's going to be able to instantly use as many zombies as he physically can for the step on round 12. That's a really really smart strat. And then here he's popping the Spitfire for the boss fight because it's just absolutely incredible. I'm assuming he's mainly just going to be using the Spitfire for the boss fight. The boss fight is very easy once you have a fully upgraded Spitfire. Doesn't even matter what the AAT is. Like, the AATs don't really matter in BO4. They don't really make that much of a difference. He might spin for a specific one here, but I don't think so. And there you go. The last one is done. And yeah, he just has to do one more quick little lockdown. It looks like he's going to be sticking with Kilowatt. But like I said, doesn't really matter. The AATs in BO4 got such a massive nerf from BO3. They just don't really mean anything. But yeah, dude, like you can see, he actually lost some time on his splits up to the boss fight. But I'm assuming this boss fight was genuinely incredible. I like his last split name, Uninstall. That's funny, man. Nah, this is just so impressive. Like, I can't believe how much has been improved on ever since I stopped speedrunning this, like when this map first came out. This is just like a whole other different map, really. It feels like I'm watching like BO2 or BO3 Origins, you know? It just completely changes the way the map is played. So then once this is done now, he has to finish up the boss fight, which is, honestly, the boss fight on this map is really easy. Especially if you have a Spitfire with silver bullets, you'll just rinse the werewolf. And he's got it fully upgraded too. He doesn't have to worry about it. This lockdown does take quite some time. You can see he's spamming his elixirs here. Like, I mean, it's fair. He's grabbing everything. He's grabbing the nukes and stuff. He actually does grab his 5th perk, and he gets Quick Revive, which is a huge pull, because Quick Revive on a map like Dead of the Night is very, very useful, because the Nosferatus, the vampires, they can stop your health regeneration. So having Quick Revive to help with that health regeneration, especially for this boss fight here, is going to help him significantly. I mean, he might just be so good that he doesn't even get hit at all. But again, Quick Revive is a phenomenal perk specifically for Dead of the Night. So there you go. Chakrams are out. He gets that last stone in, and he's finally entering the boss fight. 22 minutes on the dot right there. Jeez, Kira, bro. This is nasty. 22 minutes, he's in the boss. What the frick? It kind of makes me wish that we had an EE4C event for BO4, right? To see this type of stuff happen for Black Ops 4, it would have been so hype. It would have been so hype. It's too bad that it's not really a thing, though. So yeah, boss fight's in. He can turn invisible. Now, there is, I feel like, a little bit of luck that's involved, because you want to make sure that when you're spinning these statues that you spin them the least amount of times, right? Because the boss only runs through the map a certain amount of times, right? And having, like, it does it infinitely, but it's better to do it on time without how he's running. So he only wasted like one time of the boss running throughout the map there. And yeah, Spitfire, not surprised, just instantly wrecking him. It took 2 clips of that Spitfire to finish the phase, bro. The Spitfire is disgusting, bro. That is just something else. And yeah, so now he's just in a phase where he has to take out a bunch of werewolves, a bunch of Nosferatus and stuff. And then the final phase, he just spams the Spitfire and he's done. This was an incredible first phase, though. And so yeah, dude, like, it's insane. He knows exactly where they spawn from. They aren't even running on the map. That is so impressive. And it's interesting he's not even charging, right? Like, he's just spamming the single fire. The single fire for at his round is really good. Like, it's still going to be instantly taking them out. But you can see here, he's now going to be getting werewolves. He's going to be getting the catalysts as well. Wow. I'm just blown away. I'm blown away. What a run. I genuinely don't even know what you could do to optimize this. Like, he got a little bit unlucky, losing like 10 to 5 seconds, but I don't think you see like a sub 24-minute world record for this, especially on solo. Yeah, and as you can see, like, his health regen got hit, but dude, he didn't even get hit by the vampires. Quick Revive's not even needed, bro. He's just that good. And yeah, he's just taking out the werewolves here. This is a beautiful run. Beautiful, beautiful run. And so now he's getting ready to hit the statues here. Let's see if he can do it within, like, the first 2 runs of the werewolf here. So there you go. He's looking for it. It sucks because on this last one, you have to look for the area on the floor yourself. It's just a random spot. Ooh, he's getting lucky. Yeah, he's going to do this easily. Wow, that was so fast. Already, the ball. Perfect timing. Yeah, that was an incredible finish. An incredible finish. And there you go. The boss is done. Dead of the night. GG's, Kira. That was absolutely insane. One of the best runs I think I've seen of 2025, for sure. Incredible run. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go and check out Kira. That was absolutely incredible, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see y'all in that next one.